Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the January 2016 edition of Marshall Community Services News. My name is Doug Goodman, and for the next half an hour or so, we're going to bring you up to date on what's happening in the world of Marshall Community Services. Marshall Community Services, for those of you that don't know, is a jointly sponsored program between Marshall Public Schools and the City of Marshall. We are here at the SMSU Media Department. It's brand new for us anyway, because we have recorded in a number of different locations for this show over the years, but we are now in our new location, one of our two locations between Marshall High School and here at SMSU. It's in the BA building, which is the Bellows Academic Building, and we're really excited about being here. We've got new graphics, new equipment. Alex Peterson behind the cameras now is our studio coordinator, doing a wonderful job, and hopefully as we progress through the 2016 year, you're going to see more exciting new shows, events, different coverages of things here on our charter channels and our vast channels, our local community access channels in the community of Marshall. So welcome, and again, this is the Marshall Community Services News Show. Again, my name is Doug Goodman, and each and every month I try to bring on a special guest. And this year, the first guest of 2016 is a young man who's an SMSU student who's been with our department now a couple of years, Lucas Bade. Welcome, Lucas.
Well, thanks, Doug.
It's always a pleasure to have some of these younger community members, and of course SMSU has been the educational, I guess, institution for Lucas. And I'm going to begin, Lucas, by asking you a few questions, and maybe your role in community services and why you're here, a number of different things. So my first question for you is to share with our viewers your background a little bit, where you grew up and what made you choose to come to SMSU.
All right. Well, it's kind of a long story about how I kind of got out here. But I'm originally from a little town called Minnesota City, about 5 miles north of Winona, Minnesota. There's about 200 people in the city. There's two little loops and a highway that goes right through. So being out here, it's kind of like home a little bit. I came out here interested in playing football. Did not work out for different reasons. So therefore, I got involved with community services. And the reason I had to was I didn't get a car when I originally came out to college. So the deal was with my mother that I got to have a car as soon as I got a job. So I went to my my roommate and I'm like, I need to find a job. He goes, well, I work at MCS at the ice rink. Do you want to work with me and see what I can do? I said, sure. So applied and got the job.
Sounds good. And you've been at the arena, the Lockwood Motors Ice Arena, located out at the Lyon County Fairgrounds, for now. This is your second year or third year?
This will be my fourth.
Your fourth year?
This will be my fourth year.
And now, of course, your title is?
Supervisor and coordinator of the ice arena.
Sounds great. Well, you're also involved as an intern from SMSU through Marshall Community Services. You got a number of different roles, don't you?
Correct. I do. I'm a sports management major, currently a senior, be graduating in May. So part of that, I had to take an internship. So working at the ice arena, working around in the arena, is kind of an interest in what I want to do kind of going forward. So that being said, I thought I'd jump at the opportunity.
Sounds great. And that's, of course, another reason why Lucas is here. This is part of his internship process to actually be on Studio One programming. He's going to be involved in a number of different aspects of our program throughout the next couple, 3, 4 months, with the idea or the goal of graduating in May, right?
Hopefully, yes.
All right, sounds good. Well, again, we're going to talk about a number of different things here on today's show, and I guess I want to begin by holding up our new Marshall Community Services 2016 Program Guide or Program Brochure. This arrived about a week before Christmas 2015. Which was a couple, 3 weeks ago here already, and registration is underway. In fact, 68 pages is the what makes up this booklet, and it's just loaded with information on our parks, on our recreation programs, on our community ed programs and offerings, on a lot of different things that are happening in the community of Marshall. In fact, there are lots of components to this, whether it be the Adult Community Center, ECFE programs, a number of different things, a lot of great programming things and information that you and your family can participate in. Maybe take a class, sign up for something, get involved, participate in a special event that's coming. This brochure actually covers January 2016 all the way to about May 1st, 2016. Lucas has been a little involved in how this all came together, but I'm going to ask him in a little bit maybe about some of the January programs, of course, which we'd like you to consider or sign up for. Get your kids involved, no matter what ages. If you're an older adult in the community, there's lots of great things for you to do also. And again, that's the goal of Marshall Community Services. And in fact, I'm going to quickly read you the mission statement, which is the mission of the Marshall Community Services is to promote or provide through leadership, facilitation, partnerships and collaboration, and enrich community experience for all citizens. And of course, that's a great goal, that's a great mission. We work hard and strive hard to make that happen for each and every one. So throughout this recording, which we are pre-recording this, and it'll be shown throughout this month of January. If you do have any questions, of course, we'll have Alex behind the scenes, maybe put our phone number across the bottom of the screen, or maybe our website across the bottom of the screen. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the show, but get involved with community services, and I think you'll find that it's very rewarding. You'll meet lots of new friends and other folks in the community, and maybe learn a couple things along the way. So, Lucas, I don't want to get too far away from the arena, and I want to keep you involved and active on this because this is a learning experience for you too.
Definitely.
But you mentioned you're out at the ice arena a lot.
A lot, yes.
You are basically in charge of all of the community open skate times. We know that our Lockwood Motors Ice Arena is a facility owned by the Marshall Amateur Hockey Association. They have all kinds of Maha practices, pee-wees, bantams, mites, mini-mites, those kind of programs going on out there, along with the Marshall School District, which has our Marshall Tigers hockey programs, boys, girls, JV, all of that good stuff. So it is a busy place, isn't it?
It is. It is. Getting the open skates squeezed in there is can be difficult at times.
Sounds good. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about and have Lucas share kind of what's coming in January here in terms of open skate times and maybe the costs. But we also want to transition right at the end because there's something new and exciting coming on the other side of town, isn't there?
There is. There is.
Marshall has been very fortunate through community support, legislative support, to be able to what is now newly named the Red Baron Expo out by Marshall High School, which is on the east side of town. Scheduled for this summer, 2016, the opening of the Red Baron Expo, which is a double sheet of ice. It's also a multi-purpose facility where I believe this community is really going to benefit from having events, car shows, tractor shows, whatever kind of events that Marshall can host. A lot of development going on with an adjoining motel. Lots of growth going to happen on that side of town, but the Red Baron Expo, which you'll hear more about as we move into 2016 in terms of the opening and all the amenities that that facility will be able to offer to our community. You're going to hear more about that. But back to Lucas. Lucas, this is our last season out at the fairgrounds. But if you would, and we're going to be open till when, as far as you know, what month do we close?
April.
April.
End of April normally, yes.
Yep. So if you would, share with our viewers kind of what's happening out there in January, maybe share the open skate hours, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, up to this point, we don't have anything really special. Our normal hours on Fridays are from 7:30 to 10. Saturdays, we have it from 7 to 10. And then on Sundays, we'll have it from 7 to 9. With a special open SMSU skate from 9 to 10 running all month on Sunday nights. So with that, it's $3 to skate, $2 to rent skates from us. So that's, you know, it's a very cheap, I know we discussed this earlier, we are one of the cheapest in the area as far as, you know, a family fun activity available to them. We also have, on Wednesday nights, we do have adult open hockey. So we try to keep that at least 18 years of age that runs from 8 to 10. So with that, you come and you just play a pickup game of hockey. Sounds
great. I know it's been a busy Christmas break, holiday break. A lot of Marshall alumni hockey folks were back. We had special hours over the holiday break so that our school district students and kids from the area could come in and skate in afternoons from 1 to 3. But again, those hours typically for community skate are Friday, Saturday, Sunday evenings. We're inviting the SMSU student population out on Sunday evenings. It's a lot of fun, great exercise. Typically the concession stand, which is operated by the Hockey Association, is open for some great refreshments. But it's an indoor facility, quality indoor facility with Zambonied ice and lots of times, I guess. It's weekends, so grab your friends, bring the family. It's a great place to drop the kids off if you've got something else to do on those Friday, Saturday, Sunday evenings. We also have a Learn to Skate program, pretty much co-sponsored with our Southwest Figure Skating Club. The Learn to Skate program, excuse me, for mostly youth. We do have a couple of adults that have tried it, but that starts Saturday, January 23rd. There's a Saturday morning program that probably goes for, I think, 5 or 6 Saturday mornings, again starting on January 23rd. Our class breakdown is listed in our community services brochure, so if you want to check that out, all of the levels that you can sign up from preschool all the way up to level 8 freestyle. You can get involved with the program, learn how to skate or fine-tune your skating. Maybe you haven't skated for years, but here is the opportunity for you to learn to skate out at the Lockwood Motors Ice Arena. Now, do I need to bring my own skates? Did we mention that?
No, you do not need to bring your own skates. I did mention it, but yeah, we do rent skates out. We do have figure skates, hockey skates, a variety of sizes. We could even do the little 7s. For some people, that's mind-blowing that we make them that small. But yeah, so we run all the way up to like 14s. So there's a wide variety of skates.
Sounds great. On a related note, I also want to encourage you, if you're a 4-H club, a church group, youth group, we have a number of area schools that, in terms of a rewarding academic program, they will come and actually rent some ice skating time. Typically during the day, we have busloads of kids come in from the Cottonwoods, the Minneotas, the Lynn schools, and come up and skate for a day. So that is an opportunity if you are involved and would want to have some fun outings for your particular group, whether you're adult or youth. Give us a call here at Community Services, or stop out at the arena on Friday, Saturday, Sunday evenings. We have a staff there, a very friendly staff that provides you with everything you need when you come to skate, and also can answer those questions for the most part. And if not, put you in touch with our office where we can help you find a date, time, specifics that work for you. So if you're interested in that, again, give us a call. Our number is 537-6767 down at City Hall. Lucas, before we go away from the ice arena, is there anything else you want to share?
Not really. It's just a really educational, kind of a stress relief almost at times, and a great way, like you said, to get with your family and exercise a little bit. I know January, New Year, everybody is on the fitness track side of things, but like you mentioned before, if you want a private time or have a large group that would want to come in, we do work with them as far as the pricings go. And SMSU students, keep on Facebook because I will run promotions throughout the year. Maybe $2, knock a couple bucks off because college students, we know you're tight. That's right.
And maybe one last thing, I'll hold this up. This is actually the January calendar of when open skates are scheduled, and it lists everything on there that you need to know throughout the month of January. It also lists the fees, the cost, information number, and then of course on the back are the rules for the Lockwood Motors Ice Arena when you're out skating. And of course your staff does a wonderful job of enforcing these rules, keeping kids having fun and not getting themselves hurt or injured or something like that, because you've seen it. We do have helmets available, by the way.
Knee pads, elbow pads.
If you crash a lot, but stop by, pick one of those up. Again, the 2016 January calendar. We do have those at the Community Services office, and they're also available out at the arena on site, right?
Correct.
All right, super. Again, this is our January 2016 show, so we're going to kind of focus on January, and we're going to also talk about a few things in this Marshall Community Services brochure. There are typically anywhere from 40 to 60 community ed classes, programs, and of course all of the recreation programs are also listed in here, but there are some new offerings. Just a real quick list here. There's Introduction to Stained Glass. That's a class we've been trying to put together for a number of years. There's a self-publishing and fiction writing your own book session that's available. There's some make and take classes, whether it be your craft classes, your painting classes, your cooking classes, a number of different opportunities where you can make and take those home, share them with the family, etc., etc. There's also the first ever father-daughter snowball dance. That's going to be exciting. That's being run through the ECFE department. If you're interested in that, get your name on the list. A number of different things like oil classes, kids and moms classes, dad and me classes, a number of computer classes, which are Windows updates. Windows 10 is the new and latest one that everybody has been asking about. There's a sip and splatter painting class. Now, I'm not sure exactly what sip and splatter means. I'm not sure what they're sipping, but I know there's splattering involved. We won't go there, but if you need more information on that, we'll sure try to get that, or give us a call. Also, floor hockey's back. We're trying to get that revitalized. Floor hockey many years ago used to be big. It's actually hockey played with plastic sticks and puck in the gym. And so Cam Bailey, our recreation coordinator, is trying to get that up and rolling again. So always something new, always something exciting at Marshall Community Services. A couple other things, and I know we have a press release here that is actually dated January 2nd, which was actually last week. We're here in the second week, or actually the first full week of January. And Lucas, I'm going to say, since you have a knack for kind of being able to wing it, and that's one of your attributes, jeez, I'm going to ask you to pick out a couple of January classes that you can take this information and share with our viewers, or encourage them on how to get involved. Well, you pick out whatever you want.
Oh boy. Well, he's already hit on a lot of the stuff when he was just previously talking, just about like the snowball dance. I heard about that on the radio. I thought that was interesting and new. I know we don't have anything like that in Winona. So I thought that was pretty cool to get involved with. Early on in elementary school, we got into chess, and we have introductory classes with that. Mondays from 3:20 to 4:30 at West Side Elementary School. Starts on January 11th through March 21st for grades 3 through 6. So with that, there's a $25 fee. You can get involved to learn the introductory stuff, the pieces, how they move, and stuff like that. Maybe some strategy involved later on. So that's kind of cool. I know we used to have competitions in our grade school. Personally, I was a big baseball, softball player in Winona, 3-sport athlete. So there are open baseball and open softball times. That'll be at the middle school, January 10th through the 13th for from 4 till about 6. Grades do vary. For the softball, it's going to be, I do believe it's from 1 to 4. Mm-hmm. So, and again, we know that high school sports now, there really is no off season. So, again, we're talking baseball, softball, but they practice year-round, and again, setting up some available times, access to batting cages, to the gymnasiums where they can work on throwing and hitting, and all of the things that go with that are all part of the round-the-clock, round-the-year sporting scene. Now, with that being said, of course, it's January, and we're in the middle of basketball season, right? Can you give us a little update on what's happening with boys and girls basketball? I surely can. Through MCS, we do have at the Marshall Middle School starting January 2nd, so it already started, already got going, through the 6th. We do have pre-K through kindergarten meet from 8 to 8:30 a.m., so introductory courses with them. First and second graders will start at 8:45 to 9:30 or 9:45 to 10:30. Third and fourth graders will be after that at 10:45 to 11:30.
And that's the boys program? That's
the boys program. Sorry, yes, that is just the boys program.
And I think the girls program, same age levels, preschool all the way up to about 3rd grade or 4th grade. That takes place at the same time over at the Parkside Gym. Okay. And I know you mentioned it started last Saturday. Still time to get in. It does run 5 to 6 weeks till about the middle of February, kind of during basketball season, I know. Cam and all his staff works very closely with our high school teams. They help out with clinics and doing some officiating. They're in the middle of their season also, so we all work together to provide those excellent opportunities, those experiences of our younger kids connecting with our varsity players, JV players, going out to the games, cheering on the Tigers as they are having, both our boys and girls teams having a very successful winter sports season. We also have some additional programs, youth sports, and they're all listed in the brochure, whether it be gymnastics, or a wrestling program, dance classes, we mentioned floor hockey, a number of different programs that, again, we're in the winter sports season, and it's keeping those kids involved, participating, making new friends, learning some new skills is what it's all about, isn't it?
Correct. It is.
Okay, a couple of community ed classes or community ed programs that I'm going to focus on real quickly. There are, I mentioned the Sip and Splatter. That's a mom and me canvas painting session, actually. It's for boys and girls in grades K through 8. And beginners to experts are welcome, and all the supplies are included. Again, this is a 2-hour session that you do need to pre-register for so that our staff can get all the supplies well in advance, so that when you do come in that day, which again the date is Saturday, January 9th, there are a number of sessions offered throughout the winter spring, but that's just one of the new ones that are offered through Marshall Community Services. You mentioned Intro to Chess. There's a couple, 3 classes that involve investments and planning for a confident retirement. This is typically more for your boomer age generation folks that are thinking about retirement, or whether you're close to retirement or still got a few years to go. It gives you a plan on how you can plan a confident retirement, what will cover where your income comes from, how much money is needed to retire, what age should Social Security be drawn, and all kinds of wonderful things and questions. It's only a $5 one-night session. It's scheduled for Tuesday, January 12th at the Ameriprise office at 40 East Main Street. We do have a number of other classes as we roll through the winter spring. I know there's classes in February and in March also evolving around that retirement, confident, tax, estate planning. A lot of people are interested in that, and we have a number of different wonderful partners that work with us in terms of offering these classes. Do you know what Mahjong is?
I do not. I do not.
Well,
I have no clue.
A lot of people don't know what Mahjong is, but it is a card game that is played by typically adults over at the Adult Community Center. We have a class set up where you can learn how Mahjong is played, what it's all about. I understand. I've never played it, but it's great fun. And if you're interested in that, it starts on January 13th, 6:30 to 8 p.m. over at the Adult Community Center. If you're interested, give us a quick call, get signed up, and you can find out. Maybe you should sign up for that class.
Maybe I should.
Although it's Wednesday night, so that might be tough because you're probably out working at the arena.
Yeah, adult open hockey during that time.
All right. A couple other community ed classes. Essential oils. This is a real hot topic now where people can sign up and learn more about therapeutic grade essential oils, where you can help your health through either respiratory or digestive support. It promotes restful sleep. I have never experienced essential oils, but I hear that it has a lot of good benefits, things that people want to learn more about. It's something to try, something new. Grab a friend. They actually take place, in fact, I want to mention, right in the Marshall Municipal Building. The One Essential Oils class is Thursday, January 14th, 6:30 to 8, downstairs at City Hall. There's another class coming up on January 18th. This is from 6 to 7:30, also at the Marshall Municipal Building. And this one involves more of your youngsters. In fact, I'm reading here, it talks about helping with easing discomfort for your baby's new teeth, respiratory and digestive support, mama mood support. I don't quite know what that is, but it helps maybe mom relax a little bit in terms of dealing with that youngster, and of course much, much more. And if you're interested in that, again, it's only $5, and you do need to bring along a little extra cash payable to the instructor if you want to purchase some of these wonderful smelling and therapeutic oils. And we've offered a couple classes actually this fall. Very, very popular, very successful. So here's another couple of opportunities right here in January. And again, if you have any questions, give us a call on that. A couple other youth programs that I want to mention. After-school programming. Were you ever in the after-school program?
Besides sports, no.
Nope.
We got done with school, we went right to the locker room, got changed, and
that's typically what happens. We know and we recognize that not all kids are in sports. Academics are very important, not only to the athletes, but to the non-athletes. So, twice a week at the Marshall Middle School, we offer after-school programs. It typically starts at 3:05. The kids come in, and this is basically for 5th through 8th graders. You get a snack, and then we work on homework for about 45 minutes. Our regular ed middle school teachers are there. We have some SMSU educational majors that come in and are helpers, but it really breaks down in the 5th graders, 6th graders, 7th graders, and 8th graders all go to their own rooms and they work on their homework. And our staff knows what their homework assignments are, so they work and get that done. Then they have at a little closer to 5, or let's see, a little closer to 4, they have some academic, non-academic things like, well, they go to the gym, or they go lift weights, or they go outside if the weather's conducive, have more fun. So get your homework done, and then you can have fun. So if you're interested in that, check with your middle school counselors. Give us a call at Community Services. We have flyers available. Get signed up for that after-school program, which will take you all the way to the end of the school year. Moms and dads, I know, and we've heard from many, that this is a great program to be in, because then the son or daughter isn't bringing those algebraic equations home, geometry questions, English questions, and trying to get mom or dad to help them. They have our regular teaching staff, our SMS students there available to help them through those tough questions. Great program. Okay, I know that Alex behind the scene has already flashed us 5 minutes. Excuse me, we're down to probably 2 or 3 now. But I want to just share with you as we wrap up this 2016 January edition on how you can get signed up through Marshall Community Services. Lucas, do you know how? There's a number of ways, right?
There is a number of ways. You can call us down at the office at 537-6767. Our office is open from 8 in the morning to 4:30 at night, Monday through Friday, or you can log right onto our website and send us an email at www.ci.marshall.mn.us.
And so we're going to have Alex is going to put that across the bottom of the screen, and we're going to list that a couple times throughout the show so that you can kind of connect there. I do want to thank, of course, Studio One TV, this great facility, Alex behind the camera. If you're interested in what's happening with Marshall Studio One TV, you can contact Alex, 532-2337. You can also go to this wonderful website, www.marshallstudio1tv.com. Alex will list that on the bottom, but I want and encourage each of you to go to that particular site, because you're going to see not only school board meetings, you're going to see city council meetings, you're going to see a lot of community events, you're going to see programs like this where we actually categorize or catalog past and future meetings, community events, etc. So you can go back and see what happened maybe in the December city council meeting. You can go on there, gather research, whatever. You can stay up to date and in tune with what's happening in the Marshall community. And of course, that's why it's called Marshall's Community Access TV channel. And again, it's Studio One TV. We're here at SMSU in Studio One. And we're looking forward to, again, having a wonderful 2016, providing services to our community, to our residents, even to the surrounding area. If you're interested in participating in Marshall Community Services, give us a call. Once again, 537-6767, or check us out online. That's www.ci.marshall.mn.us, and you'll find all kinds of great things on there. On behalf of Lucas Bade, thank you, Lucas, for being on the show today.
Thank you.
My name is Doug Goodmund, and we look forward to seeing you throughout the year 2016. Thank you for watching this edition of Marshall Community Services News, and we'll see you soon. Take care, and good evening.